heading into work right now, and I've taken a lot of thought over the last, I don't know, few months, maybe a year now. And I've loved playing video games for a really long time. I've made content about video games for a really long time. And it's not that I don't enjoy playing video games anymore. I just don't think that me enjoying video games is something that of my life is the part of my life that I feel like people can gain the most out of. Because genuinely, like, I'm so much more than like video games. Like, I've played video games for a long time, so it's a big part of me. But like, I'm a father of 3 kids. I'm a husband. I work pretty hard almost every day to make sure that those things are taken care of. And video games has never been a contribution to that. To be honest, video games have always been a detriment almost to me being able to keep my focus on the things that I could be growing. Now, there's like pros and cons to this, right? Because like I definitely see my ability to react to situations quickly and adapt to things quickly comes a lot from like experiences that I've had playing a lot of different games and things like that, which like a lot of people wouldn't ascribe to that, but like I have a lot of life experience. Like, I've gone through a lot of things that I put myself through, both good and bad, and playing a lot of video games, some of them have like really opened my eyes about the way that some people view the world and the way that some things actually end up happening. Even if it's a scripted situation, those scripts are based off of like how human nature really is a lot of the time. Like the writing of these games and these shows and these TikToks, whatever it be that you watch, that you get so absorbed in, there's something that speaks to you about human nature, about the way that you connect with other people, or something about that you actually align with. That's why they get so popular. And so I can't sit here and say that like playing video games is always is like a complete net negative, but at the same time, I don't want to spend all of my time online anymore on showing the world more video game entertainment. Like, I feel like we already have that. We already have enough of that. Not that like in the future, I'm not gonna stop playing games anytime soon. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I just don't. I don't feel the desire to stream video games or to edit videos about video games. Because like, for one, none of those videos really went very far. But that wasn't the reason I was doing it. I was doing it because I enjoyed playing and I enjoyed showcasing my ability to play. But like, as a musician, like, not ever like seeing the performance that I put on change people was the problem with me. It's like I did perform quite a lot for music, and when I was in school and stuff, those performances I saw change in people, but like not being able to publish my own music and stuff like that was a big hindrance of my ability to grow as a musician. And so like, I feel like it's the same with YouTube. Like, the fact that I probably recorded in the past like I don't know, year, or almost 2 years now since I've gotten back into the game. I guess it is about a year now because I got the new computer back in May and then, or in March. Let's see, what is it? Yeah. So like I've had this new computer for about a month and a half or two months or so. Not that, or maybe 3 months because I think it was March that I got it. But like coming back to the game, yeah, it's been an enjoyable time, but I don't think I've really like done what I wanted to do with content, which was like actually help people. Which, you know, like I'm a good player, but I'm not like the best player. Like I'm like maybe top 1% in casuals, but as far as ranked, I'm not like I'll probably never break into like a competitive season, right? So like the likelihood that I'm gonna blow up off of Fortnite or something like that is unlikely. So we're done with the idea on this channel of blowing up, maybe, but at least blowing up from what other people are doing. I think what I want to do now is really showcase more parts of my real life. Like, I'm going to work, I'm going to go out and I'm going to knock on a bunch of people's doors. Why am I knocking on those people's doors? Because a lot of them put things off, just like me. Like my car, I put it off. So in the last few months, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram post or my Threads post, but I blew my tire twice now. And it's because my rack and pinion needs replaced because I put it off because I have other things that I need to pay for. So, like, everybody has things that they put off. So what am I knocking their door for? To remind them that they put it off. That's about it. A lot of people want to get mad at things like that, right? But, like, I don't know. I just feel like not enough people want to have a conversation about, like, what's really going on in life. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm really struggling. Like, before I got into this job, I was streaming a lot, but like I was running off of my savings to like do that streaming, and that's not like healthy, you know. Like financially it doesn't put me in a good position, you know. And it's not that I didn't want to work, but it's that I wanted to make sure that the work that I was doing was properly compensated for. And like it takes time to go from one industry to another. It's a weird world out here. I think if you're able to talk to yourself for longer than 10 minutes and not go insane thinking about like where you're going to get XYZ thing from to complete XYZ thing that you really need or feel like you need but don't really need and you just want it, like it's a lot of people these days. They kind of go crazy as soon as they really start thinking about their own problems. So that's why we all like entertain ourselves. It's kind of like that's what makes you successful, is like your ability to be like resilient. I loved Alex Hormozi's video the other day of if you'll see this when you need to, or you'll find this you'll find this video when you need to, or something like that. I think the thumbnail was like "You're not broken," but like I've been watching Alex for a really long time, but I think he's switching to like a more putting more psychological amorphous terms into objective definitions. Like I think he's switching more towards that as he's going into this acquisition thing. But not really my point, not the point of this conversation. Probably end up getting cut out of this video. But like the point I'm trying to make is I liked his explanation of resilience, where it's like resilience is your ability, is like how quickly can you get back up when you fall, you know? And like, I'm curious to see what word he ends up with, where it's like, how far is it that you really fall when you fall, you know? So that is a thing that I've like struggled with a lot, that I want to like fix in myself, where it's like, when I have something that like really like messes me up, like, and it's more so like in my like life of relationships. Like, you have like wealth, health, and relationships. Those are like the three main like categories of things in life. And like, yes, wealth is like a thing that like sucks when it's like not going right, but it's something that like I feel like I can always push forward and fix. But I've always felt like a lot of the relationships that I've lost, it's like it's out of my control sometimes, where it's like I felt like I did everything that I could to like make this relationship last, and that's not what I should be doing a lot of the time. But that those are always those, when those things end up failing, because I put so much time and effort into like every relationship that I garner with a person, it's like that really like tarnishes my ability to like move forward in other things. And so like, I can't like in the future, like there's gonna always be like this, like as he said, like Alex said, like the circumstance is always gonna be there. Like it'll be a different circumstance, but there's always gonna be a circumstance, and it's like, how are you gonna respond when a new circumstance comes up? Are you gonna like break and fall, or are you gonna like be able to stand up? And like, as a father, like that's so important to like really like take in, because it's like, I know that like I'm capable of doing a lot of the things that I'm doing now. I know that I'm capable of pulling us out of like certain holes that we're in, but it's like sometimes it's just like it feels like I'm not going to be able to. But then I just have to remember, like, I've been through worse things before. Like, me and my wife were homeless with our first 2 kids at one point. Like, that's a much worse situation than we're currently in. And so it's like, every hole that you have that you feel like I can't dig myself out of, like there's a guarantee that you've been through a deeper hole before. And even if it wasn't a deeper hole in the same like wavelength of things in life, like whether it be like a deeper hole in your relationships, or a deeper hole financially, or a deeper hole in your health, like there was something in one of those other categories that you probably did have a deeper hole in, that you did have to pull yourself out of. And that's what made you able to keep going on to the point where you're at now. And that's what I really liked about that video that Alex put out the other day. But it's just a little thought process on that. But what am I here for today to talk to you guys about? I'm here to talk to you guys a little bit about the importance of a script. And I don't mean a script when you're going out and doing sales. That's important too. But I just mean like in life. Every scene in a movie keeps you engaged, right? And the more of your life that you have a playbook for, a script, the more things you'll be able to... Oh, this doesn't make any sense. Cut that. Listen, all right. Maybe the real reason I'm keeping track of myself right now, because that's really what this is. This may or may not even be posted. It's more just a dialogue between me and myself, so that I understand I'm making a conscious decision to like change my content, because I don't want it to be about gaming. As much as I love to play games, like, video games are not my life, and I don't want them to be. And so if I want this brand that I have online to properly represent who I am as a person, then I have to have the content like actually like line up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. You know, like I spend an hour and a half, not really an hour and a half, it's like an hour and 10 minutes driving, but like before I get here I have to go and get gas sometimes, or before I start driving I have to go and get gas, I have to get ready for work and stuff. So it's like before I leave home, before I leave my family and go out to serve the world, before I actually get to work, it's like an hour and a half of time. So like that time where I'm just sitting here doing absolutely nothing but driving, which is something that needs focus, which I'm still doing. But like a lot of those times I end up like praying or like talking to myself anyways. Like I listen to music on the drive, or I'll sing with music sometimes, but those are a part of me too. And the fact that I don't represent that in my online presence is a problem for me. And it's a problem because like I am a musician, I am a father, I am all these other things, and I'm not just a gamer. It's just that's the thing that like when I was younger I saw everybody else posting online, and so I was like, that's just what people wanted, that's what I liked seeing online, and so that's what I posted. But I want to make a conscious decision to change that. I want to post more like parts of me that are not just like everybody has this like some people have a 2-hour drive, some people drive all fucking day, you know, but then they'll like post a picture of themselves with their family every 3 months, and it's like no wonder nobody is like interacting with you online, because you only post something once every 3 months and you don't show a accurate representation of your whole life. So it's like, this is just like a notification of like a moment in time of this person, but it's not like real. If you guys are enjoying this, go ahead and leave a like. Comment down below something that you want me to talk about on my next drive. Maybe I'll do a video for my drive home if I get some traction on this one, but we'll see. I don't even know if I'm going to post this, and if I do, if it's going to be edited, and if it's going to be edited, who it's going to be edited by, when I'm going to post it. But I think the best idea is if I'm going to do what I just said, which is be more real in my stuff, I'm just going to post this how it is. Maybe I'll wait till I get to like 20-30 minutes of driving, or I'll wait till I get to work, and I'll be like, hey, by the way, okay, you need to shush. Sorry about the radio. I didn't even realize it was on. But perhaps what I'm gonna do is just post this and see what reactions I get from people, because I used to post like my thing about when I was posting Fortnite videos and stuff like that was like I didn't want to edit it too much. Some videos, as you could see from the last like few weeks, some of those videos were edited a bit because I realized that people enjoy editing, but when I first started posting videos I didn't really edit them much, and it was, like I said, just to showcase me playing. And I think that's probably what I'm going to do with some of these videos, at least until I figure out what I'm really doing with this channel now. Like, I guess what I'm doing with this channel is like I guess I'm switching to vlog. What is this called? Vlogging? Video logging? Yeah, vlogging. I've never understood the whole like vlog thing, because like I thought it was like just like record yourself doing cool things and then like show it to the world, but that's like the opposite of what I want here. So I want this to be as like genuine and natural as possible. So I think what I'm going to start with is talking to you guys about what you want to talk to me about, whatever questions you have for me about my life, because like genuinely I don't want to have this like, oh, post stuff and then like never have like a like the whole point of me putting stuff out there is to engage and talk to people more. So like, please genuinely comment down below, like what do you want to know about me as a person? Do you want to know about this hair? Do you want to know like why I have such long hair? Do you want to know about my ethnicities? I'm probably one of the most mixed blooded individuals you'll ever meet. You can ask me about that. You can ask me what my kids' names are. You can ask me whatever you want, but I may respond in the comments. But if there's some really good questions in there, I'll save those questions. Of course I'll give you like a short answer. But I'll post those questions. Not post those, but I'll put those questions in with my next thing. I'll have them on the side when I'm doing my next video, which, like I said, if this video gets a bit of traction, and you guys are enjoying it, and you leave a like, and you comment, and you repost it, and you share it with just one of your friends that you think needs to understand that they need to be a little bit more real with the world and stop showing just a part of themselves. Because that's what this video is about at this point. Like it's really just like, people need to be more real on the internet. Like stop trying to hide behind this facade of like, oh yeah, you know, like I'm on the game and I'm great, or like I'm out on this cruise and it's great. Like, yeah, that's cool. Everybody loves that, but like, personally, I want to see more of like stuff like this, where it's like people just being honest and genuine and talking about their lives. So yeah, some of these videos are going to be a little bit somber because I'm going to be talking about stressful things. Some of these videos are going to be a little bit like more upbeat because I'll be talking about things that I'm positive about. But just know that these videos are going to be the most real version of me that I can provide you, because not that I wasn't real before, but it just, when I play video games, I get so focused on the game, and I get like so competitive that like I lose track of like interacting with people sometimes, at least as far as like chat or something goes. And not that anybody really showed up to my my streams for me to chat with, but I just feel like this would be something that's a lot better for me. Maybe if I get a little bit of traction on these videos for a while, I'll start doing them live. Because it's like twice a day. It's not that hard. It's like 30 minutes. But I mean, like live streaming while I'm driving, I don't think it's legal. I don't know. I'll have to check that. You guys can put that in the comments too. In PA, as in Pennsylvania, is it legal to drive while live streaming? Like right now I'm not even like holding the phone, so it's okay for me to like record a video. But I don't know if like if I was to like interact with the phone at some point with my hands, if that would technically count as like driving while like distracted driving. If I could speak English, distracted driving. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. I like the idea of just, yeah, be more real with your audience. Take some time to post a video about you. If you make stuff that's not your normal content, because I have a feeling people will enjoy this more than any of my gaming videos that I've ever posted. And if I'm right, then please share this video. But I'm gonna be pulling up to work here in a few minutes, so I'm gonna sign off for now. So that I have time before I get to work to get ready for work, make sure I'm in the right mindset to talk to people. You got to be really positive when you're talking to people. You got to make sure that you understand that people are they're gonna argue with you about things that you see, that you know sometimes a little bit more about than them. Maybe you don't know a little bit more about it than them, and that's okay too, because my genuine concern when I go out there every day is how many people can I help. If I go out there and I say something else, then it's not going to be a good day. I got to serve. That's what I want to do. Serve you guys, serve every door I'm knocking on, serve my friends, serve my family, serve the people around me, because we're all part of something bigger. Yeah. I don't know why you're still here. I just forgot to hit I can't stop the video. And at least until I stop the car for a red light. So I mean, if you want to stick around, you're definitely most welcome to. We can talk about something if you want to. I know we could lighten it up here at the end. One of my biggest struggles in life recently has been finding shoes my size. I got size 15 ginormous feet. I mean, not like Shaq size, but halfway there. And so I live, as I said prior, in Pennsylvania now, and so it's really, really, really difficult for me to find shoes my size, because most people that live in Pennsylvania are half my size, and not in a rude way. It's just Pennsylvania Dutch people are shorter. It just is what it is. I mean, not I don't know, there's some larger people, but it's very difficult in the towns that I live in to go to the store, just a Walmart, for example, and find shoes that are my size. Of course, I could order shoes online, but that's more expensive. We don't want to talk about expense right now. Not that I'm saying that it's not important to buy things that are more expensive sometimes. It definitely is. Just right this current second, I don't have the funds to afford ordering shoes online because I have other things. But I will say that the best place I've found to get shoes, if you're a larger guy, is Ross and Goodwill. And most people are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But if you go to a Ross or a Goodwill, you're much, in my opinion, more likely to find bigger shoes, because bigger shoes don't sell as much. And Ross and Goodwill get second batches of shoes that didn't sell out or stuff like that. So sometimes you'll get those shoes that maybe they're not the best looking shoes in the world, they're not the highest premium quality shoes, but they're gonna get you where you need to go for the time being. So yeah, if you're looking for size 15 shoes, I know at this point, if you're still on the video, you are. Go to Goodwill or Ross. This is not a promotion or an ad. They didn't pay me to say this. I don't think anybody would pay me to say anything other than what I say for Home Genius, because they're great. Just because I don't have much of a following on social media right this second, but that's okay. It's okay. We're not here to get paid to say things. At least not yet. If you want to pay me to say something, you let me know, but that's not what we're here for. We're just talking about being realistic with people. And if I'm being realistic with you, I don't know why you're still on this video, because I told you it was done maybe 3 years, maybe 5 minutes ago now. But if you're still here at this point, I'm gonna have to end the video, and only because I finally got to a red light. So I'm actually gonna hit the stop button now. So peace out, shoots, aloha, and thank you so much for watching. Like it, subscribe.